Snap, to break suddenly with a sharp sound, to take a quick photo or act quickly. Break, shatter, fracture, capture. Why did you snap that picture during the concert? I snapped it because I didn't want to miss the chance to capture the energy on stage. The lights were so vivid, it felt like they might break, shatter, or even fracture the atmosphere. Articulate, to express something clearly and effectively. Express, convey, communicate, voice. How do you articulate your ideas in a presentation? I try to articulate my thoughts clearly to convey my main points, express them confidently, and communicate each idea in a way that everyone can understand and relate to. Summarize, to provide a brief statement of the main points. Condense, sum up, outline, recap. Can you summarize the book for me? Sure, I'll summarize it by condensing the main events, outlining the key themes, and giving a quick recap to sum up the entire story. Exclaim, to cry out suddenly in surprise, strong emotion, or excitement. Shout, declare, cry out, announce. Why did he exclaim during the meeting? He exclaimed to announce the great news, shouting it with such excitement that he couldn't help but declare it out loud, practically crying out with joy. Instruct, to teach or guide someone on how to do something. Teach, educate, direct, guide. How do you instruct new team members? I instruct them by guiding them through each step, teaching them the basics, educating them on best practices, and directing them when they need additional help. Jargon, specialized terminology used by a particular group or profession, often difficult for outsiders to understand. Terminology, lingo, language, vocabulary. Why is jargon often confusing for outsiders? Jargon can be confusing for outsiders because it uses specialized terminology, specific lingo, and unique language that may not be familiar to them, making it difficult to grasp the vocabulary being used in that context. Plead, to make an emotional appeal or request, to ask earnestly, appeal, beg, request, entreat. Why did she plead for more time? She pleaded for more time because she wanted to appeal to their understanding, beg for a chance to explain, and earnestly request an extension for her project, hoping they would entreat her situation with compassion. Condemn, to express strong disapproval of something, often in a public way, criticize, denounce, censure, blame. Why did the community condemn the actions? The community condemned the actions by openly criticizing the behavior, denouncing it as unacceptable, censuring those involved, and blaming them for the negative impact on the neighborhood. Inquiry, a process of asking questions to gain information or investigate a matter. Investigation, questioning, probe, examination. What was the purpose of the inquiry? The purpose of the inquiry was to conduct an investigation, engage in questioning to gather details, probe deeper into the issues, and perform a thorough examination to uncover the truth. Broken home, a family situation where parents are separated or divorced, often leading to emotional distress. Disrupted family, divorced family, separated home, dysfunctional family. How does a broken home affect children? A broken home can significantly affect children by creating a disrupted family environment, leading to emotional distress in a divorced family situation, causing them to feel separated from one parent, and contributing to a dysfunctional family dynamic. Click, to make a short, sharp sound or to press a button on a device, to understand or connect well with someone. Press, hit, connect, understand. Why did they click immediately when they met? They clicked immediately when they met because they connected effortlessly, understood each other's perspectives, hit it off right away, and pressed into deep conversations that made their interaction feel natural and engaging. Rocky, full of difficulties or challenges, unstable or uneven, challenging, difficult, bumpy. Why did they describe their relationship as rocky? They described their relationship as rocky because it was often uneven, filled with challenging moments, faced many difficult situations, and felt bumpy due to constant disagreements and misunderstandings. Part, a piece or segment of something, to separate or divide. Portion, section, fragment, division. What part did you play in the project? I played a significant part in the project by contributing a key portion, helping with a crucial section, working on a vital fragment, and ensuring our division of tasks was effective. Cut ties, to sever a relationship or connection with someone. Sever connections, disconnect, break off, end relations. Why did she decide to cut ties with her former friend? she decided to cut ties with her former friend because she needed to sever connections that were unhealthy, choose to disconnect from negative influences, break off a toxic relationship, and end relations that were no longer beneficial to her well-being. Spouse, a partner in marriage, partner, husband/wife, mate, significant other. How important is it to communicate with your spouse? It is crucial to communicate with your spouse because effective dialogue helps strengthen the partnership, ensures understanding between husband and wife, builds a strong mate connection, and fosters a positive relationship with your significant other. Bond, a strong connection or relationship between people, connection, tie, link, relationship. What can strengthen the bond between siblings? Shared experiences can strengthen the bond between siblings by creating deeper connections, reinforcing the ties that link them, fostering a supportive relationship, and enhancing their ability to rely on each other. Sibling, a brother or sister, brother, sister, kin, family member. How do siblings influence each other's lives? Siblings influence each other's lives by providing support as brothers or sisters, shaping each other's character, sharing experiences as kin, and creating lifelong bonds as family members. Good/bad terms, the nature of a relationship, whether positive, good, or negative, bad, friendly, hostile, amicable, adversarial. How can conflicts affect good or bad terms between friends? Conflicts can affect good or bad terms between friends by transforming friendly relations into hostile ones, creating adversarial dynamics, diminishing amicable interactions, and challenging the foundation of their connection. Hospitality, the friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, welcoming, reception, kindness, generosity. How important is hospitality in the service industry? Hospitality is crucial in the service industry because it ensures a welcoming environment, provides excellent reception for guests, reflects kindness from staff, and demonstrates generosity in the quality of service provided. Infrastructure, the basic physical and organizational structures needed for the operation of a society, framework, facilities, system, organization. Why is good infrastructure essential for development? Good infrastructure is essential for development because it provides a solid framework for economic growth, ensures adequate facilities for services, supports a functional system, and fosters an organized approach to urban planning. Mansion, a large and impressive house, typically associated with wealth and luxury. Manor, estate, villa, residence. What features are common in a mansion? Common features in a mansion include spacious rooms like a grand manor, luxurious amenities found in an estate, beautiful gardens typical of a villa, and elaborate designs in the residence that showcase elegance and wealth. Semi-detached house, a type of house that is joined to another house on one side only. Duplex, twin house, attached home, two-family house. What are the advantages of living in a semi-detached house? Living in a semi-detached house offers several advantages, including the benefits of a duplex layout, sharing walls with a twin house to reduce heating costs, having an attached home for privacy, and enjoying a two-family house feel in a community setting. Warehouse, a large building used for storing goods or materials, storage facility, depot, storehouse, distribution center. What is the primary function of a warehouse? The primary function of a warehouse is to serve as a storage facility for goods, act as a depot for inventory management, function as a storehouse for various materials, and support logistics in a distribution center. Staircase, a set of stairs allowing access between different levels of a building. Steps, stairs, flight, escalator. Why is a staircase an important feature in buildings? A staircase is an important feature in buildings as it provides essential steps for accessing different levels, serves as a primary means of movement via stairs, acts as a flight for people to travel up and down, and can include escalators for convenience. 25. Landmark, a recognizable and often historically significant feature or structure, monument, signpost, point of interest, historical site. What role do landmarks play in tourism? Landmarks play a vital role in tourism by serving as recognizable monuments, acting as signposts for travelers, providing points of interest that attract visitors, and representing important historical sites that enhance cultural appreciation. 26. Complex, consisting of many interconnected parts, not easy to analyze or understand, complicated, intricate, involved, sophisticated. Why is the project considered complex? The project is considered complex because it involves many complicated tasks, includes intricate details that require careful planning, has an involved process for execution, and demands a sophisticated understanding of the subject matter. 27. Loft, a large, open space often converted for residential or commercial use, usually in a building's upper level, attic, studio, penthouse, high-rise. What features are typical of a loft? Typical features of a loft include an open attic layout, a studio design that maximizes space, penthouse-style high ceilings, and large windows that create a bright and airy environment in a high-rise building. 28. Reconstruction, the process of rebuilding or restoring something, often after damage or destruction, renovation, restoration, revamping, repair. Why is reconstruction important after a disaster? Reconstruction is important after a disaster because it involves renovation to restore damaged structures, requires restoration of essential services, focuses on revamping the community, and emphasizes repair to help people return to their normal lives. 29. Premises, a building and the land it stands on, often used for business or specific activities, property, site, location, grounds. What factors should be considered when leasing premises? When leasing premises, factors to consider include the property's location, the size and suitability of the site for your needs, the grounds amenities, and the overall condition of the building to ensure it meets your operational requirements. 30. Eccentric, unconventional or slightly strange in behavior or appearance, unusual, quirky, odd, unique. What are some characteristics of an eccentric person? An eccentric person often exhibits unusual behavior, has quirky interests that set them apart, embraces odd styles of dress, and displays unique traits that make them memorable and interesting to others. 31. Resourceful, able to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties, inventive, capable, adaptable, creative. How can being resourceful benefit you in life? Being resourceful can benefit you in life by making you more inventive when solving problems, demonstrating your capable nature in challenging situations, allowing you to be adaptable to change, and showcasing your creative approach to finding solutions. 32. Antisocial, avoiding social interaction or having behaviors that are harmful to society, unsociable, reclusive, withdrawn, aloof. What are the potential effects of antisocial behavior? The potential effects of antisocial behavior include being perceived as unsociable by peers, leading to reclusive tendencies, making one feel withdrawn from social situations, and causing others to view them as aloof or unapproachable in public. 33. Cynical, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity, believing that people are motivated by self-interest, skeptical, distrustful, pessimistic, jaded. Why might someone have a cynical outlook on life? Someone might have a cynical outlook on life because they are skeptical of people's motives, feel distrustful toward societal norms, have a pessimistic view due to past experiences, and have become jaded by disappointment in relationships. 34. Trustworthy, able to be relied on as honest or truthful, dependable, reliable, dependable, honest, faithful. What qualities make someone trustworthy? Someone is considered trustworthy when they are reliable in keeping promises, dependable in difficult situations, honest in their dealings, and faithful to their commitments, ensuring that others can rely on them. 35. Elated, extremely happy and excited, joyful, thrilled, overjoyed, exhilarated. What made you feel elated at the event? I felt elated at the event because the joyful atmosphere was infectious. I was thrilled by the exciting performances. I was overjoyed to see old friends, and the exhilarating energy of the crowd made it an unforgettable experience. Versatile, able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities, adaptable, flexible, multifunctional, all-purpose. Why is it important to be versatile in the workplace? Being versatile in the workplace is important because it allows you to be adaptable to changing tasks, demonstrates flexibility in handling various responsibilities, showcases your multifunctional skills, and positions you as an all-purpose team member who can support colleagues effectively. Irritate, to cause annoyance or discomfort, annoy, aggravate, vex, disturb. What can irritate you during a long meeting? During a long meeting, things that can irritate me include loud noises that annoy my concentration, interruptions that aggravate the flow of discussion, people who vex others with their side conversations, and any disturbances that detract from the agenda. Ruthless, having or showing no pity or compassion for others, merciless, cruel, heartless, unforgiving. How can being ruthless affect personal relationships? Being ruthless can negatively affect personal relationships by appearing merciless in decision-making, coming across as cruel in interactions, being perceived as heartless during conflicts, and creating an unforgiving atmosphere that discourages open communication. Chatty, fond of talking a lot, talkative, conversational, gabby, loquacious. Why do some people enjoy being chatty? Some people enjoy being chatty because they are naturally talkative, thrive in conversational settings, feel gabby when sharing stories, and appreciate loquacious exchanges that foster connections with others. Shabby, in poor condition through long use or lack of care, worn out, dilapidated, threadbare, tattered. Why do some people avoid shabby places? Some people avoid shabby places because they often seem worn out and uninviting, look dilapidated with visible wear and tear, appear threadbare in terms of furnishings, and are tattered in their overall appearance, which can create a sense of discomfort. Luxurious, extremely comfortable, elegant, or enjoyable, often involving great expense, opulent, lavish, sumptuous, plush. What features define a luxurious lifestyle? A luxurious lifestyle is defined by opulent living spaces, lavish experiences, sumptuous dining options, and plush accommodations that cater to comfort and elegance. Defective, having a flaw or imperfection, not functioning properly, flawed, imperfect, faulty, malfunctioning. How can you identify a defective product? You can identify a defective product by examining it for flaws in its design, noticing any imperfect elements, testing for faulty components, and determining if it is malfunctioning during use. Monotonous, dull, repetitive, and lacking in variety or interest, repetitive, boring, tedious, uniform. What makes a task feel monotonous? A task feels monotonous when it becomes repetitive, lacks engaging elements, is perceived as boring, and is often tedious due to its uniformity over time, making it less enjoyable. Bland, lacking strong features or characteristics, dull, insipid, flavorless, uninteresting, tasteless. Why do some people dislike bland food? Some people dislike bland food because it can taste insipid without any distinct flavors, be flavorless to the palate, feel uninteresting in terms of culinary experience, and come across as tasteless compared to more vibrant dishes. Noticeable, easily seen or recognized, significant enough to attract attention, obvious, conspicuous, evident, distinct. What are some noticeable signs of spring? Some noticeable signs of spring include the obvious blooming of flowers, conspicuous trees beginning to bud, evident changes in animal behavior, and distinct warmer temperatures that signal the season's arrival. Staggering, deeply shocking or astonishing, causing one to stagger or lose balance, astonishing, surprising, overwhelming, incredible. What staggering statistics about climate change have emerged recently? Staggering statistics about climate change have emerged, revealing astonishing rates of ice melt, surprising increases in global temperatures, overwhelming evidence of species extinction, and incredible data on rising sea levels that demand immediate action. Fragrant, having a pleasant or sweet smell, aromatic, scented, perfumed, odorous. What are some fragrant flowers commonly used in gardens? Some fragrant flowers commonly used in gardens include aromatic roses, scented lilacs, perfumed jasmine, and odorous lavender, all of which enhance the garden's appeal with their delightful scents. Scarce, insufficient in quantity or availability, hard to find, rare, limited, infrequent, short supply. Why might certain resources be considered scarce? Certain resources might be considered scarce due to their rarity in nature, having limited availability for consumption, being infrequent in supply, and experiencing a short supply because of high demand or environmental factors. Sensational, causing great interest or excitement, spectacular, amazing, astonishing, extraordinary, impressive. What makes a performance sensational? A performance is sensational when it features amazing talent, offers astonishing visuals, showcases extraordinary skills, and leaves the audience with an impressive experience they won't forget. Stamp, to impress or mark with a design or symbol, a small piece of paper used for postage, Imprint, mark, seal, brand. How do you use a stamp in mailing a letter? To use a stamp in mailing a letter, you must apply the imprint of the stamp to the envelope, ensuring it has the correct mark for postage, and sealing it securely to brand the letter for delivery. Sprinkle, to scatter small drops or particles over a surface, scatter, disperse, spritz, dust. What are some ways to sprinkle seasoning on food? You can sprinkle seasoning on food by lightly scattering it across the dish, dispersing it evenly for flavor, spritzing with a spray bottle for moisture, or dusting it over the top for a finishing touch that enhances the taste. Hunt, to search for or pursue wild animals for food or sport, to seek out, search, pursue, seek, chase. What do people often hunt for during the season? During the hunting season, people often hunt for game like deer, search for waterfowl, pursue wild turkeys, and seek out other wildlife, all while participating in the chase to enjoy the outdoors and connect with nature. Giggle, to laugh lightly in a silly or nervous way, chuckle, snicker, titter, cackle. What situations often cause people to giggle? People often giggle in situations that provoke a chuckle, such as hearing a funny joke, snickering at a silly mistake, tittering over a light-hearted comment, or even cackling during a humorous movie scene. Glare, to stare in an angry or fierce way, scowl, frown, glower, gaze. How does someone typically react when they glare? When someone glares, they typically scowl with disapproval, frown in annoyance, glower at the source of irritation, and gaze intently to express their displeasure. Wreck, to completely destroy or severely damage something, ruin, destroy, demolish, shatter. What can lead to a wreck in a car accident? A wreck in a car accident can be caused by various factors, including poor driving that leads to a ruin of the vehicle, distractions that destroy attention on the road, reckless behavior that can demolish safety, or weather conditions that shatter control. Grin, to smile broadly, often showing teeth, smile, beam, simper, smirk. What emotions can cause someone to grin? Emotions like happiness can cause someone to grin widely, prompting a smile that beams with joy, a simpering response to a compliment, or even a smirk when feeling mischievous. Gaze, to look steadily and intently at something, stare, glance, peep, observe. Why might someone gaze at the stars at night? Someone might gaze at the stars at night to stare in awe at the vastness of the universe, take a glance at constellations, peep through a telescope for closer observation, or simply observe the beauty of the night sky. Grasp, to seize and hold firmly, to understand something clearly, seize, grasping, comprehend, catch. How can one grasp a new concept quickly? One can grasp a new concept quickly by seizing opportunities to practice, grasping the fundamentals, comprehending the material thoroughly, and catching insights from discussions or examples. Escape, to break free from confinement or control, to get away from a place, flee, evade, break out, get away. What are some common ways people escape stressful situations? People often escape stressful situations by fleeing to a quiet place, evading difficult conversations, breaking out of routines, or planning a getaway to relax and recharge.